Imagine an island littered with thousands of shattered dolls staring blank-eyed in the darkness. What's behind this eerie place, considered one of the creepiest destinations in the world? My name is Special Agent Anderson. I will reveal the dark secret of Doll Island and the history that still haunts it today. The Doll Island of Mexico, also known as Isla de las Muñecas, is a place described by many as eerie, mystical, and frightening. This island, located in the Xochimilco Canal south of Mexico City, is not only a unique tourist attraction, but also a place where tales of ghosts, eerie events, and a dark secret are spun. The origins of the island's eerie reputation can be traced back to a dark history that has developed over decades and still captures the imagination of many people today. The island is known for the countless dolls that hang everywhere on it, dangling from the trees, hanging in windows, or simply scattered on the ground. They come in all shapes, colors, and conditions. Some are still relatively intact, others are scarred by the elements of time, with torn limbs, tattered clothes, and faded faces reminiscent of this place's dark past. But it's not just the dolls themselves that make this island a place of horror. The origin of this eerie collection goes back to the legendary Don Julián Santana Barrera, a man who became known as the guardian of Doll Island, and who had a deep belief in the supernatural. The story goes that Don Julián lived on the island in the 1950s and one day discovered a small drowned girl's body in a canal. Allegedly, the girl had a doll with her, which Don Julián pulled out of the water for lack of a better option. He began to collect more and more dolls on the island to soothe the girl's soul, which from then on he considered to be the ghostly presence of the island. Many say that he was convinced that the girl's spirit haunted the island, and that he offered the dolls as sacrifices to appease the soul. They come in all shapes, colors, and conditions. Some are still relative. Over time, the collection of dolls continued to grow until the island was finally characterized by a veritable doll cemetery. Don Julián himself died in 2001 under mysterious circumstances, allegedly drowning in one of the canals where he had previously spent so many years. Many believe that his death has a connection to the spirits on the island, particularly the girl whose soul he allegedly tried to soothe. Some claim that they can still see the dolls that seem to move around the island at night, or hear the sounds of whispering voices drifting through the thick fog. The legend of Don Julián and the Dolls Island has since attracted many visitors in search of an eerie experience, or the thrill of something supernatural. Travelers often report a feeling of unease and fear when they enter the place, especially when they see the worn dolls hanging from the trees, their vacant eyes staring fixedly into the darkness. The sounds that can be heard near the canal are described by many as eerie, especially at night when the fog settles over the island and the shadows of the dolls seem almost alive. The whole thing is almost surreal, as if the dolls and ghosts really do rule the island. But not only tourists, but also locals report strange phenomena on Doll Island. Some say that they hear the dolls whispering softly at night. Others believe that the dolls actually change their position in the dark. These stories have made the island a popular destination for those interested in paranormal phenomena or in search of a thrill. Scientifically speaking, there is no clear evidence that ghosts actually exist on Doll Island. The movement of the dolls could be caused by the wind or other natural elements that make it feel as if the dolls are alive. However, for many who have visited the island, the eerie impression the place leaves is undeniable. Even today, there are still many who head to the island on boats from Mexico City to experience a piece of its dark history and soak up the atmosphere. For some, the experience on Doll Island is a journey into the uncanny that challenges their ideas about the supernatural. But there are also those who see the place as a kind of memorial to the tragic death of the little girl, and as a reminder of Don Julián's faith and sacrifice. In a country rich in history and folklore, Doll Island is one of the most fascinating and spooky attractions. The combination of folklore, trauma, and the collection of dolls makes the place a symbol of belief in the supernatural and the incessant presence of spirits from the past. And as the spooky reputation of Doll Island continues to grow, the question remains as to whether supernatural forces really do haunt the place, or whether it is simply people's imaginations that keep this dark myth alive. One thing is certain, however. Doll Island will continue to fascinate those who have the courage to find their way and experience the dark atmosphere of this unique place. the island will continue to exist as a place of mystery and fear, a place that reminds us of the deep, dark corners of the human psyche and the unknown.